Hare Krishna, I share my obeisances, all glory to Prabhupada. Meeting is on live, recorded.
Yes, bro. You go live stream now.
So, chant the prayers, huh?
Oh. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya. Chakshurunmilita Mena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Sthapitamena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Juta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sakrajatam Sakana Raghunatham Pitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopisha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastate Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrisvanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpataru Vyascha Kripa Sindhu Vyayevacha Patitanam Pavnebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glory to Sri Prabhupada. Thank you, His Grace Sundar Gopal Prabhuji, for joining in the session and extending your association to every one of us. I'm sure everyone are able to take maximum advantage of this through all of these sessions, and the grip and the enrichment is increasing on session by session. I'd just like to I want to share one small realization when I was just thinking before this class, that how painstakingly you have garnered a few of our senior devotees, especially, who are able to, apparently the torch bearer for ISKM. When you are there, when you're not there, even there's a lot of learning that we seek from all of the senior devotees, and I reflect upon that, and I go back to the how much of an effort that has been done to bring them up, and they have all been there through constant listening, and the way that you have articulated, the way you have preached the sessions and the classes. So this is just that kind of a gateway where everyone, the larger audience, which can leverage and see their way up, how they can also imbibe those qualities and ways how they can also get there, and become senior, and at the same time more condensed and more richer with preaching ability. So this can be this is definitely one, but if people are able to take more and more advantages, there's nothing like it. So I'd like to thank you for that, and a lot of things that goes unacknowledged and unseen, would like to bring it to the fore so that people understand and rever, and then don't see the importance of all of these sessions that's going around. It's just not one of the other sessions, but it's so very essential to take advantage rightly. So with that, I would pardon if I've said something more or less, and I'd like to stop over here and then open the floor for any questions, any realizations, suggestions for topics. May it be chat, or they can unmute themselves and then can speak over. So over to you, His Grace Sundar Gopal Prabhuji. You can address the audience and the devotees and take this forward. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much for inviting me again to your wonderful association. I am very much fortunate to get a chance to speak about Krishna. I mean, my small service in behalf of Prabhupada. So if anybody wants seriously to grow spiritually, then association of advanced devotees is a must. And without that association, it's practically impossible to grow spiritually. Of course, there are so many verses to attest to that. And personally, you also can feel that you're coming. Of course, it may be not your question, but somebody else's question. But you get to hear, the answers. Or if you know the answers, you get again reassured. So in this way, always it is very enlightening to be in the association of devotees talking about Krishna or hearing about Krishna. It is actually the goal of human life to come to the point of being able to participate in this hearing and chanting.
Yeah,
Understand? Although you may not have the question, but just by coming itself is very enthusing.
yeah,
Hmm?
yes, Prabhu.
ओए छोटी बच्ची
So this is the process that we are, getting involved with. Chanting and hearing about Krishna is the most important thing in our life, because we need to get back to Krishna. That is the main thing, though. Everything else we do is simply a waste of time. Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
So someone has got a question in the. I didn't understand this question. Can someone explain to me what this devotee meant?
Not a particular question on Ritvik system. ISKCON Bangalore is following Ritvik system. Oh, where is the fall down is a good with that center.
Hmm?
So I think you're referring to Krishna Vinod Prabhu's question, right, Prabhu?
Yes.
So I think I was trying to say, Prabhu, you can speak for yourself. If you
Yeah,
are, go ahead.
Hare Krishna. I am
Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Vinod here. Yeah, actually, I am a neophyte devotee. I just in 2020 I started my spiritual practice actually, and I come across Bhagavad Gita written by Prabhupada, and I started reading the scriptures. And recently I heard the controversy on the Ritvik system because I stay in Bangalore, and there is ISKCON Bangalore nearby my house. So I just thought of asking whether whether ISKCON Bangalore has fallen down, whether I can associate with the devotees there, and or whether is there any center in ISKM in Bangalore where I can visit and associate with the devotees. So that's what my doubt was.
So you see, of course, you can associate with anybody unless you are thoroughly well versed in the scriptural direction given by Prabhupada. That if someone says something contradictory, you'll be able to pick out. And usually this is very difficult for someone who is newly coming in. You understand? So if
Yes.
you go to somebody and he's going to confuse you, then it's going to be difficult, you know. You
Yeah.
understand?
Yes.
That's why usually we recommend you to be with our circle of devotees so that you can get sufficiently educated and get the knowledge and strength to, counter any argument which is could be contradictory to what actually Prabhupada said. You
Yes.
understand?
Yes.
So that is why we recommend that. So our circle of devotees, I don't know who is there in Bangalore. Anyone? Miss Subramaniam is there in Bangalore, I think. One devotee. Is he here, Subramaniam? I would recommend you to leave your name and contact number so that the
Fine.
devotees, relevant devotees who are in your area can take charge of communicating with you for the start.
Sure.
Hmm?
Sure.
So then you also watch all our videos, and have you seen all our videos? And so many videos we have.
Yes. 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 I am following your channel, Prabhuji, and it is very enlightening.
Okay, you carry on that, and at the same time you keep a company with. I think our Bhakta Subramaniam is there in Bangalore. Hmm?
Okay.
So he will
Sure.
contact you, or you can contact him. Since you are close by, and then
Yeah.
from there you can take your spiritual life forward.
Sure. Sure. Sure, Prabhuji.
You're always, allowed to go to the Bangalore temple and take darshan, and I don't see any problem with that. You see?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, Prabhuji.
But other than that, I wouldn't recommend for now because you are new devotee.
Yes. Yes.
So they may say things which may be seemingly correct, and then you may be, I don't know, misled or something.
Sure, Prabhuji.
Hmm. So you take help from Subramaniam. I think he is there.
Sure.
How old are you?
I'm 41 now.
You're 41 years old.
Yeah.
Oh, you're quite middleman.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, in the Corona time, when I had time, I decided to go. I had a book of Bhagavad Gita with me, and I thought of flipping over the pages and started seriously reading the scriptures and all. And also, I'm doing my 16 rounds daily. Uh, just that only thing is my family actually they are not that serious, and they worship all the other demigods, and they are true, in a very conservative South Indian family, and they worship all the devotees, and they are not inclined to read the scriptures. So yeah, so within this that environment I am practicing my spiritual life. So it is little, progress is very slow in sense.
Challenging, huh?
Yes. Yes.
No, don't worry. Now you communicate with our devotee there.
Yeah. Sure.
There he will also, he's a younger boy actually, but you learn, it doesn't matter. Knowledge is coming from anybody, huh?
Yeah. Sure.
You keep company with him, and in this way, you gradually, you become more and more established, no?
Sure.
Hmm?
Sure.
And then maybe you can, maybe go with him. He goes occasionally to our temple in Pondicherry. Maybe you can
Pondicherry.
go along with him and then stay overnight or something, and then
Sure.
that's good experience for you. Hmm?
Sure. Sure, Prabhuji.
Hmm. I definitely recommend you to keep in touch with our devotee. That Subramaniam will be the best for you now.
Sure. Sure.
Yeah, then he'll be able to explain to you what are the differences between, other people and what is the difference with us and all this, no? So this way you'll get a better, clearer picture. Hmm?
Sure. Sure, Prabhuji.
Hmm. Since your faith is with us, I wouldn't recommend for you to go somewhere else and get it all distorted.
Sure. Sure.
Uh,
Sure. Sure, Prabhuji.
you keep up your practice. I'm very pleased to hear you are chanting 16 rounds. Prabhupada will be very happy with you.
Thank
You
you.
see First, constant chanting of the holy name of the Lord after the waves of great authority, doubtlessly and fearless way of success for all. You see? So
Yes.
you are on the right track, So you now try to improve yourself. Huh?
Sure, Prabhuji.
You have any other questions?
Not as of now. Thank you.
Good, good. So anybody has any other questions? You write your name and number, huh? Mr. What Prabhu? Krishna Vinod, huh? Hello.
Sure. I will. Sure,
You put your
Prabhuji. I
name and
will.
contact details and the place you come from and our chat, and I think
Yeah.
that we'll take it up from there.
Sure. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Somebody has raised a hand. Who is this? AY?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. This is Ayush.
Who? Ayush, huh?
Ayush.
Ah,
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
you have a question?
Uh, ye- yes, Prabhuji. So,
Hmm.
Prabhuji, I am also relatively new to spirituality.
Uh-huh.
I am also relatively new to spirituality. Uh,
Uh-huh.
I, I try to chant Hare Krishna as much as possible
Hmm.
during the day when I'm commuting, when I'm just sitting idle. I
Hmm.
also try to read few verses from Gita
Hmm.
uh, on a daily basis.
Where,
I had one kind
where,
of basic question. Yes,
where
yeah,
from?
Prabhuji.
Where,
I'm in Singapore. I'm in Singapore. I also visit a temple from time to time.
oh, you come to Singapore temple, huh?
Yes.
You probably know all the devotees here then, huh?
Yes, I have met many of them.
Very good. So what's your question?
Prabhuji, I had one basic question. It seems like this path of spirituality and going towards the Krishna is very long. At times, it seems like that. Like you have to keep trying, and then Maya is really powerful. So it's very difficult to overcome, and you have to suffer a lot. And then when you go to the next life, again, you have to go through the same cycle. You have to build spiritual inclination and then continue from there, etc. So I just wonder at times why Krishna has made it so difficult. Why is it? I mean, sometimes I feel a bit helpless that uh, I'm trying, but again something happens,
I
and
think
then
I think
it's just a very long path. Yeah.
no, I think that you have to come to the temple since you are here available, and you talk
Mhm.
to the devotees and reveal your mind. Then they will tell you how to proceed. When you get proper guidance, then it is not very difficult. In fact, Krishna says the easiest thing to do. I mean, chanting Hare
Mhm.
Krishna is definitely more easier than going to the Himalayas and sitting on one leg and all that, no? Or doing some difficult yoga, breathing, pranayama. All this is a very difficult process. But Krishna consciousness is not difficult. Where is the difficulty to open the mouth and chant Hare Krishna? Anybody can do that, no? Yes?
Yes,
Yes.
Prabhu.
No. And you need to be associating with devotees. The problem here is that although you come to the temple and all that, you must open up your mind and associate with the devotees. You understand? So then when you are associating with the devotees will be able to guide you properly. But if you just come, sit in the corner, hear something and then take prasad and go back, then nobody will know. Correct? Yes? Hello?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji. I can hear.
Here in this verse you can say you must go and associate with devotees. Uh, then think,
Mm,
then you must also reveal your mind. Prabhu, I'm having difficulty. I cannot chant my rounds and I have so many problems, I don't know why. Then they will advise you, maybe you are eating food which is contaminated or so many things, you understand? Huh?
mm,
See, one should learn to associate devotees of the Lord by gathering with them to chant the glories of the Lord. For example, if anyone is really serious, then we invite them to come in the morning for Mangala Arati. Where you stay?
mm. Stay in Queenstown.
Queenstown, huh? So Queen,
Mm,
just try to come in the morning. 5 o'clock we have a program. If you are working, then try to at least come for Saturday or Sunday, and then you
mm,
the full morning program. I'm sure if you attend that morning program, you will definitely get a lot of strength. You understand?
जी Prabhuji.
Real association is in the morning. Of course, it's
Mm,
evening we have the program for mostly newcomers, but those who are serious, we invite them to come for the morning, where we have Mangala Aarti, chanting, and then we have a Bhagavatam class, and then prasadam like this, and also you can do some studies. These are all very important aspects for spiritual advancement, you see. Otherwise, just doing what you just basically hear to chant and sit at home, and it will be very difficult because you're not fully understanding the process. You follow? Hmm?
mm,
Ah,
mm.
therefore, association is very important. So I would recommend you to, come to the temple and, talk to the devotees, open your mind, and then they will guide you accordingly. Hmm? And that will be very easy. You will make rapid progress by associating with devotees very quickly. You will make progress. You understand?
जी Prabhuji.
Ah.
Yes,
Otherwise, it's very difficult uphill task. Going down, going down. You see, that's what it says here also in this another verse here. It is like a roller coaster ride. Eh?
yes, yes, Prabhuji. That's what it seems like. I mean, you're progressing, but then again,
Then
like
you.
two steps forward, one step backward. So
So this.
progress seems slow at times, and it just seems like it's a very long and tough journey. And then we also see such senior devotees, such great spiritual masters, and and it seems like, I mean, you can never reach to that level. So uh,
You
so it's
want
just
to read.
yeah.
You can read
Yes,
this.
Prabhuji.
Read out loud. Then everybody can hear. Hello.
Yes, Prabhuji. Should I read this?
Yeah, you read that out loud. Everyone is in.
Okay. The devotees of the Lord, peacefully fixed in absolute knowledge, are the ultimate shelter for those who are repeatedly rising and falling within the fearful ocean of material life. Such devotees are just like a strong boat that comes to rescue persons who are at the point of drowning.
Yes.
Mm.
Understand? So you must go. You must go, and you must reveal your, mind. Otherwise, it's very difficult. Nobody who knows. Correct? Yes or not? Who
Yes,
will?
Prabhuji. I just took this small step of joining this session and asking a bit of question.
Ah.
I will do this more.
Yeah,
Yes.
you see, offering gifts in charity, accepting charitable gift, revealing one's mind in confidence, inquiring confidentially, accepting prasad and offering prasad are the 6 symptoms of love shared by one devotee another. So if you want to make progress, this is how you can make progress. You have to go talk. If you don't talk, then it will be difficult, no? Correct? Yes? Is
Yes,
it?
Prabhuji.
Hmm. So you try to come. I mean, are you free on Saturday and Sunday or whatever?
Mhm. Yeah, I have like yes, I will try to come more often.
Yeah, you come and then you talk to the devotees. You must talk to the devotees, Then they will definitely guide you accordingly.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Hmm. And then you'll see you won't have all this kind of difficulties, because
Mhm.
everyone go through this, and the devotees who are guiding you, they also know your problems because they must have gone through that also.
Hmm.
Overcome the problem. They'll share their realization, their experience with you. You understand?
Okay.
Hmm. It is easy, It is not a difficult process. You understand?
Hmm. Hmm.
Uh,
Hmm.
if you think it is difficult, then something is not right. Because chanting Hare Krishna anyone can do. Huh? And the moment everything else comes, so what's the problem? Only you don't want to give up your sinful life, then there will be a correct. Suppose chanting and you're eating outside or you're eating something that is not supposed to be eating, maybe you're eating onion, garlic, I don't know. You see, so many things are there, no? Correct? Huh? And then try to chant is like trying to light a fire and pour water. How it will work? It will not work well. Correct? And then you may be weak. You need to get strength. So by how to get strength? You must go and associate with devotees, and then by the association you will get a lot of strength. Yes?
Yes. Yes.
Otherwise, as you say, today good, tomorrow down, they're like that, going up, going down like this, no?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes. Yes. Thank you very much. Thank you.
It's very important. You leave your name and number, maybe our devotees here locally can get in touch with you.
Sure. I'll
And,
drop it on in the chat.
and you say which country, Singapore, where you're staying, then they will contact you accordingly. And then try to
Sure.
help. Huh?
Sure.
Thank
you.
Thank you so much. Yeah? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. What's your name? Are you?
Ayush.
Which part of India you come from?
I'm from Madhya Pradesh.
Oh, Madhya Pradesh. Are you a member of society?
Yes, I am.
Very good. So you come, You please come. You
Yeah.
write your number. I think our devotees will get in touch with you.
Sure.
Very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
So any other questions anyone have?
Prabhuji, you went over a good point about the revealing one's heart, but my question is, sometimes when I have a question, I would want to ask either you or one of the seniors, but I would kind of think of how you would answer the question, and it sounds valid, but I feel so that I'm not revealing my heart because I'm thinking, oh, this is how you'll answer. And, is that type of thinking, like thinking of, how you would answer like a Vani, or is it something that I should try to avoid and just ask the question?
Of course, everybody's mind, somebody asks something, they will think, maybe he will say like this, maybe he will say like that. That's tantamount to our own speculation, no? Yes?
Yes.
When you approach a spiritual person, they definitely will clear your doubt because they will be speaking from the scriptures. And the scriptures are non-different from Krishna. You understand? You follow?
Yes.
So that
Yes.
when you hear something directly from Krishna, then the answer will be more satisfying.
Yes.
You understand? So you must clear your doubts by going to a spiritual master. That is the whole teachings, That's why Krishna said you approach a self-realized soul, inquire from him submissively, serve him, and surely you will understand everything. You understand? So that's why also have this whole system where from within he guides a super soul and outside he guides the spiritual master. You understand? Then you may get some realization, you're not too sure about it, and it'll be confirmed by the spiritual master and the devotees. So that's how your faith will get strengthened. You understand?
Yes.
So the conditioning of the conditioned soul, Krishna has given the Vedas and the Puranas. Help us, So how that's why a proper devotee must be thoroughly well versed in the scriptures to guide you. If you go and simply reveal your mind to another neophyte, then you will get confusion. Huh? Is it not?
That's a fact.
You follow? So you must learn how to, speak to somebody who is, says here, Tasmat Guru Prapadye. Therefore, any person who seriously desires real happiness must seek a bona fide spiritual master and take shelter of him by initiation. The qualification of the bona fide Guru that he has realized the conclusion of the scriptures by deliberation and is able to convince others of this conclusion. You go to some person and reveal your mind. Now, if you go to some hawker or some cobbler or somebody, what you going to get?
Nothing.
Ah. So therefore, that is also the process. Krishna say, approach a self-realized soul. He never say you approach some Tom, Dick and Harry, no? Correct?
That's
Yeah.
a,
So the person should be enlightening you with the conclusion of the scriptures, not by his mental speculation.
mm,
So unless he knows the scripture, how he can help you scripturally?
mm,
You understand?
yes.
So that should be the what we say, the criteria. Our criteria of inquiry is based on how you get the answers from the scriptures. What would
Mm,
say? And most of the time, our mind is on the mental plane.
yes.
Can only give you all kind of mental speculations, which is not satisfying to the heart. So if you want an answer to satisfy the soul, then it must come from Krishna.
Mm, that's a fact.
Ah, that's why
Then I,
Krishna said to Krishna, apart from you, I see nobody else can clear my doubts.
mm-hmm,
So Krishna is the only one who can take you out of Maya. Nobody else can.
mm-mm. Yeah,
Yes?
no one can except Krishna.
So therefore, you go to somebody who has Krishna, then he can give you Krishna. You
Yeah.
understand? Go to his representative, somebody
Yes.
able to help, that you are confident.
Mm,
You understand?
yes.
So this is the proper way of inquiry. That you ask a question and the person will help you with the shastra,
Mm,
You understand? This is explained here in these verses in the Madhya Lila 20, in the Madhya Lila 20, Krishna says here, to help the conditioned soul, the process is given like this,
mm,
that he has given the Veda and the Puran, So then you get guided, otherwise it become very confusing. Why this so many problems? I don't understand so many things.
mm,
I can see here. So Maya Mugda Jivere Nahi Swata Krishna Gyan. Jivere Kripaya Kaila Krishna Veda Puran. So the conditioned soul cannot revive his consciousness by his own effort, but out of causeless mercy, Krishna compiled the Vedic literature and supplements the Puranas. So the message is there, our confusion, to get out of our confusion, then we must hear the scriptural evidences.
mm,
And Krishna is very kind that he has given. Krishna, he says here, Jivere Kripa, for the mercy of the soul. Koila Krishna, Veda Puran. Krishna has given the scriptures. You understand?
mm,
So otherwise it's very difficult for the conditioned soul to come out of this mess. This forgetful conditioned soul is educated by Krishna to the Vedic scriptures or literatures, the spiritual master and the super soul. So three personalities are involved: the Vedic literature, the Shastra, the spiritual master, the Guru, and the super soul Paramatma. Through this, he can understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead as he is, and he can understand that Lord Krishna is his eternal master and deliverer from the clutches of Maya. In this way, one can acquire real knowledge of his conditioned life and come to understand how to attain liberation. So whatever problems you have in your mind is all material. When the soul hears something spiritual, that immediately satisfies him and he forgets all these material inquiries. You understand? Doubts are like darkness. When there is Krishna's light, then where is the question of darkness?
No question.
You understand? Doubts are like, the moment we turn away from Krishna, then all these doubts and fear and all come about.
That's
You understand? Yeah. So this is the problem. The problem is that we have to go to Krishna. So when we don't go to Krishna, then all this, am I in the right path? Am I doing the right thing? Is there somebody like Krishna? So many nonsense. Yes.
that's a fact.
So therefore, to educate us, Krishna has given this system. And a super soul is sitting in our hearts. I mean, if you are sincerely crying, why he wouldn't help? Huh? Definitely he will help. He is the well-wisher of every living entity. Huh? Yes?
Yes.
Well, not only that, say Krishna says here further on, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Vedic literatures give information about the living entity's eternal relationship with Krishna, which is called Sambandha. The living entity's understanding of his relationship and his acting according is called Abhideya, and returning home back to God is the ultimate goal of life, and that's called Priyojana. So these things will happen, and especially if you come to Krishna properly guided, then the first thing it comes into your heart is happiness. You never feel unhappiness like this because you're getting connected to Krishna.
Mm.
You understand?
Mm.
This is the secret of the spiritual life, There's no other secret actually. That's why we say, I think chant Hare Krishna and become happy, they say, right?
Yes.
Oh. Because when you chant Hare Krishna, you definitely become happy.
Very happy.
And then when you talk to the devotees, you become more happy.
A lot more happy.
Yes. Understand? So we have to learn this process, properly. But if we don't learn the process properly, then there will be all confusion. You understand?
Mm.
This is the problem, Devotional service is klesha agni even for beginners. This means that it reduces or nullifies all kinds of suffering. The word subhada indicates that devotional service bestows all good fortune, and the word Krishna Karshini indicates that devotional service gradually attracts Krishna toward the devotee. Consequently, a devotee is not subject to any sinful reaction. This is the Bhagavad this verse here, see?
Mm.
See? Klesha Agni Subhada Moksha Laguta Su Durlabha Sandaranatma Visheshatma Sandarananda Visheshatma Sri Krishna Karshini Cha Sa. So where's the question of problem, I mean, if you go to the wrong person, then you're going to get a lot of confusion. If you're going to somebody and getting more and more confused, then something is wrong with that association.
Very wrong.
Yes.
Yes.
Ah, then something is wrong. You can't go to that kind of association. There's
Mm-hmm.
more disturbing, more confusion. Yeah? Right? I
Yes.
think I posted one verse, If you go to a guru who is not authorized and bona fide, without much knowledge, then he is not the proper guru. Yes, I quoted that recently in that WhatsApp column. Everybody remember?
Let me see.
Hello? unqualified gurus. So here you can see this verse. I think I got it in 11.3.21 purport itself. So maybe we can read it together.
Yes.
Okay, you can see here. So yeah, this whole thing is a very important purport. Okay, here. According to Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, if a spiritual master cannot destroy his disciple doubt by superior knowledge, the disciple will gradually become despondent in spiritual life. So that,
Yes.
because a bogus guru cannot actually give Krishna to the disciple. According to the principle of Rasavrajam Rasopiyasya, the disciple will again become attracted to material happiness. Not having achieved the bliss of Krishna's association, such a weak disciple of a weak spiritual master will gradually become hopeless and discouraged in his attempt at self-realization, and will again become fascinated by the temptations or illusions such as women, money, and so-called intellectuality based on speculation and imagination.
Wow.
You understand? So therefore, if you are having doubts and you're going to somebody who does not know the Shastra, then you're wasting your time.
Is
Understand? Why you must accept Mahabhagavata, as a spiritual master to guide you, no? Yes?
yes, Prabhu.
If the spiritual master is not well versed in the scripture, then actually you're going to have a lot of difficulty,
Mm.
Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
That's the problem. The Prabhupada said, Prabhupada was very strict with all of us. You read the books. Are you reading my books? My books are not for selling only. It's for reading. Correct? Yes?
Yes. Yes.
So if you cannot find the reading and you do not know, then you go to somebody who knows and you can help you. Correct?
Yes.
And sometimes people think, I'll read Prabhupada book. I don't need association. No. Yeah, you can. If you think you are very advanced to read, you can carry on reading. But it may be taking you a long time to find the answers to your, because you may not be at that point there, you may be somewhere else, correct?
Correct.
So if you go to someone who can show you, then why take the, the long-winded way, no? Correct? That's why association with advanced devotee is very important,
It's like taking an elevator.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
Someone who does not accept that association, then he will become inhibited with pride.
Mm.
I had a case of a devotee, he would not attend the classes. He would go to his room and read Prabhupada's or hear Prabhupada classes. So because he doesn't want to sit to hear, and he thinks that he only wants Prabhupada and all, then eventually he fell down, although he's hearing Prabhupada classes.
Wow.
You cannot understand unless you go to somebody who can help you. That's why Shiksha Association is there. Why you have not only Diksha Guru, you have also Shiksha Guru, no? Why?
So that you can learn how to serve the Diksha.
Yes, you have to learn. Otherwise, you take associate, like you open up the question, my mind, I have this question, then I'm worried how you will answer the question. Because the mind's always, duty of the mind is to give you so much of confusion, no? That's the nature of the mind. You understand? There's three kinds of problem in the mind. The mind of your mind, it gives you all miseries. The mind is meant to give you happiness, miseries. And then you go other people's mind again give you misery. That's why you cannot console other people because they are confused too. And thirdly, you go to the demigod, they also give problems. That's why it's said that you must go to a self-realized soul, a pure devotee, to hear.
Mm,
Correct?
mm,
So this is another problem with the so many Ritviks, no, I have Prabhupada, no, my guru is only Prabhupada, I don't care for anybody else. Yeah, that's nice, I don't say no, but if you think you can stand on your own feet with Prabhupada, then fine. Yeah? Yes? But if you
yes.
then what?
You fall down.
Yes. You will fall down. Inevitable. Understand?
Mm, that's I understand.
It's not Maya is some kind of cheapskate thing, no, that anybody with some baggage can just jump over. Requires a strong though to fight Krishna's Maya. Any other questions? Hello?
Thank
And unless you are free from all doubts, you cannot act in Krishna consciousness. That's why Krishna Arjuna said, I am free from all doubts. I am ready to do whatever you ask me to do. That is there.
mm.
Any other question? I quoted that verse, I'm sure you must know also. It said, if a devotee does not clear his doubts, it is like this, no?
Mm.
Just as an improperly treated disease reoccurs and gives repeated distress to the patient, the mind that is not completely purified of its perverted tendency will remain attached to material things and repeatedly torment the imperfect yogis.
Yep, I remember it was the last session, 11/28/28.
Yeah. So
Wow.
if you don't become serious, then it's going to be a problem.
Mm,
You understand?
that's a fact.
So you have to become
I
very.
think it was.
That's why we need strong association. That's why it says that, this verse we quoted many times in the Bhagavad Gita. Huh? It says here, unfailing. What does unfailing means? Want to engage in full devotional service. Unfailing. Unfailing means what? In all circumstances, that one transcend the modes of material nature and thus come to the level of Brahman. So going above the modes of material nature are created by Krishna, And you think it is so easy to overcome Krishna's Maya? That is not possible. So we have to become very serious in our attempt. Yes. So you see, a question. Next question, it says, when should a devotee get initiated? All right, before we go there, in the teachings of Kapila, chapter 3, it's mentioned somewhere that Vishnu as a demigod. The most important demigod devas are Brahma, Shiva, and Vishnu. Why Vishnu is mentioned as demigod here, Prabhuji? Can you please help to understand? Can you give me that verse? It'll be easier for me to refer, no? You there? Can you give me that verse so that we all can read together? Otherwise, I have to go and look again, find the whole thing, huh? You remember the verse? Hello?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. I've just posted in the chat box the verse.
What is the verse? What?
There's no number because we are reading from the book Teachings of Lord Kapila. So there the text 3 is mentioned there.
No verse number.
There I just pasted, I just wrote the verse, full verse, Sanskrit words there.
Let's go and find the verse, huh? Because unless we refer to it, then I wouldn't know, 325.3. 325.3, huh? Yad yad vidate Bhagavan swachandanatmana mayaya tani me shraddha dhanasya kirtyani anukritaya. Therefore, please precisely describe all the activities and pastimes of the personality of Godhead who is full of self-desire, who assumes all these activities by his internal potency. Where it says here, doesn't say anything here.
Prabhuji, actually there is one small book by Prabhupada, Teachings of Lord Kapila. So from there we were reading and the same words, but they were, in that book the more explanation was given. So there is that.
So how to justify this, huh? Yeah?
We
So
have Veda ways, so you can go to Google, the book directly and point the page number if you
can
want.
you read that, or can you copy and paste in the chat? We can all read.
Yeah, I will just share Prabhuji.
You shared already?
Okay, directly the link you are sharing. Can you copy paste that phrase, Mataji?
You mean that exact paragraph, Prabhuji?
Yeah, exactly. In the chat so that we can read. Because again, it has to be shared.
Yeah, sure.
Try not to do the whole thing, but just the conclusive part.
So it is there in the chat. where it says,
Okay.
most important demigod devas are Brahma, Shiva and Vishnu. In the beginning of the creation there is Lord Vishnu, and from Lord Vishnu Brahma is born, and from Lord Brahma Lord Shiva is born, and these gods take charge of the three modes of material nature. Vishnu takes charge of Sattva Gun, the mode of goodness. Lord Brahma takes charge of Rajagun, the mode of passion, and Lord Shiva takes charge of the Tamagun, the mode of ignorance. However, before the creation there was no Brahma or Shiva. There was only Krishna. Krishna therefore says, Aham Adi He Devanam, is the creator of all demigods and other living entities. After the cosmic manifestation is created, the living entities are placed in it. Therefore, in the Vedas it stated that in the beginning there was neither Brahma nor Shiva, but only Narayana. Eko Narayana Asit. Narayana is also another plenary expansion of Krishna. So here, to start off the thing, that Lord, although Vishnu is spoken as the one of the guna avatars here, but he is not. It's why Prabhupada explained in the purport that he is not a demigod like Brahma and Shiva. You understand? Huh?
Yes, Prabhu.
Because demigod like Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva are in charge of mode of passion and appearance. Lord Brahma is born from Lord Vishnu. Lord Vishnu is not born from anybody. As it says here. And from Lord Brahma, Shiva came out, through his, eyebrows, angry because of the four Kumaras refusing his order. So we have to understand, that's why we have to understand this properly from the spiritual master. Otherwise, reading one line, we may get confused. But if you read the whole thing, you can see here, Narayana, there was no Brahma, no Shiva, only Narayana. Huh? There's only Krishna. Huh? Is it?
Yes, Prabhu.
There's only Krishna. There was no Shiva. So if Krishna is beyond all this, that's why again you see Prabhupada quoted the word Aham Adi Devanam. This is from 10.2 Bhagavad Gita. I am the source of all these demigods. So if he is the source of all demigod, then how he can become a demigod? Does it make sense?
Yes, Prabhu.
So therefore you have to understand this in this way. You have to understand it in this way. So it says here, so in this verse, the transcendental personality of Godhead is indirectly associated with the three modes of material nature, namely passion, goodness, and ignorance. And just for the material world's creation, maintenance, and destruction, he accepts the three qualitative forms of Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva. Of these three, all human beings can derive ultimate benefit from Vishnu, the form of quality of goodness. Do you understand?
Yes, Prabhu.
The Lord accepts quality. And that's why they are called Guna Avatar. See,
Yes.
the Lord Sri Krishna, by his plenary power, the rendered devotional explained above, is confirmed by this statement. Lord Sri Krishna and his plenary parts are Vishnu Tattvas, or the Lordship of Godhead. From Sri Krishna, the next manifestation is Baladev, and from Baladev is Shankarshan, and from Shankarshan is Narayana, and from Narayana, that's the second Shankarshan. And from this Shankarshan, the Vishnu Purusha avatars. The Vishnu or of the quality of goodness in the material world is the Purusha avatar known as Chirodashki Vishnu or Paramatma. Brahma is the deity of Rajas, passion, and Shiva of ignorance. There are three departmental heads of the qualities of this material world. The creation is made possible by Brahma's quality of passion and it is maintained by the goodness of Vishnu, and when it requires to be destroyed, Lord Shiva takes it by the Tandavan Nritya. The materialist and the foolish human being worship Brahma and Shiva respectively. But the pure transcendentalists worship the form of goodness, Vishnu, in its various forms. Vishnu is manifested by millions and billions of integrated forms and separated forms. The integrated forms are called Godhead, and the separated forms are called the living entities or the Jivas. Both the Jivas and Godhead have their original spiritual form. Jivas are sometimes subject to control of material energy, but Vishnu forms are always the controllers of this energy. When Vishnu, the personality of Godhead, appears in the material world, he comes to deliver the conditioned living being who are under the material energy. Since living beings appear in the material world with intentions of being lords, and thus they become entrapped by the three modes of nature. As such, the living entities have to change their material coverings for undergoing different terms of imprisonment. The prison now of the material world is created by Brahma under instruction of the personality of Godhead, and at the conclusion of the Kalpa, the whole thing is destroyed by Shiva. But as far as maintenance of the prison house is concerned, it is done by Vishnu. As much as the state prison house is maintained by the state, anyone therefore wish to get out of this prison house or material existence, which is full of miseries like repetition of birth, death, disease, and old age, must please Lord Vishnu for such liberation. Lord Vishnu is worshipped by devotional service only. And if anyone has to continue prison life in the material world, he must ask for relative facilities for temporary relief from the different demigods like Shiva, Brahma, Indra, and Varuna. No demigods, however, can release the imprisoned living being from the conditioned life of material existence. This can be done only by Vishnu. Therefore, the ultimate benefit may be derived from Vishnu, the personality of Godhead. I think this is very clear.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah,
Yes, Prabhuji.
very clear. Sometimes, because I was saying he's the principle of all the three demigods, but doesn't mean that he's a demigod. He cannot be a demigod. Understand?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Huh? He's an expansion of Narayan, a second Sankarshan actually. But the Shiva and Brahma are not. They came out from Vishnu. Yes.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Oh, I think the purport here, Prabhupada explains very clearly.
Yes,
Correct?
Prabhuji.
I don't think you have to understand it in another way.
Yes. Prabhuji, actually, I wanted to ask you that since in our Bhaktin's classes every day we read small books of Prabhupada, and like the way you showed us the verses from Bhagavatam, so should we read Bhagavatam daily instead of the small books to understand better?
Up to you. If you feel you can read a small book, okay, good. If you feel you're going to read the Bhagavatam, also good. You understand? But they're all the same instruction. Whatever is in that verse of yours is also here in the Bible. Correct?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Or if you don't understand, then you ask, then someone will help you to show you where you can understand this more clearly, no? Yes.
Yes, okay, Prabhuji.
Because sometimes they can't carry a big book around, no? Correct?
Yes, Prabhuji.
To take the small book and to Prabhupada has given all the information on all the books, no? There's no lacking of that knowledge. But if you can read the Bhagavatam, well, that's the best because it covers everything,
Yes, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, only in the classes we read small books. Personal, we do Bhagavatam reading. Only in the classes with devotees.
No, you can read the Bhagavatam also. Nowadays, everything is in the phone, no? Correct? Wherever
Yes.
you can read, no? Yes?
Yes, Prabhuji.
It's so convenient now, before in my time, the Bhagavatam, there was no, what to call that, Veda base and all that. We have to carry the book around and you have to carry, if you suppose you want to refer, you have to go to this book, that book is going to be very tedious, Correct? So now you see, you ask a question and you see, immediately we show you the verse and all the answers are there.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So it's very convenient, no? Yes?
Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for explaining the doubt.
Hmm. So somebody is asking Bhagaram Patel, is he there? When should a devotee get initiation? So this initiation program is done by recommendation. That's how Prabhupada set it up. So if you feel you want to get initiated, first you must get to the association of your devotees around you who can, assess you and then make recommendation. So when the devotees recommend that this person is qualified, is ready for initiation, then he can get initiated. That's the system. Otherwise, it's very difficult. Nobody knows you and you can say many things and you may not know the standard and so many, difficulties. So that's how Prabhupada set up a temple where you go and associate with the devotees in the temple. And if in this case you don't have a temple, at least there must be some devotees in. Where you come from? Bhagaram Patel, where are you coming from? Huh? Jodhpur. So you write your name and contact number. I think Jodhpur is in Rajasthan or something. Yes. Oh, I thought useless. Okay, yes. So if you're in Jodhpur, I think we have to find some devotee. You leave your name and number, and your name is there. So your number and the city you come from, I think your city is there. So you try to send your details, and then the respected devotees who are also here in this connection will get in touch with you, and that way you can make progress. Because you need communication, So when you see how you are progressing nicely and chanting 16 rounds and following the 4 principles and associating with devotees, then yes, you can get initiated. Why you cannot? The process is to connect you to Prabhupada. Huh? Correct? Yes. Hello. Very good. And getting devotees, what? Association. Who is that devotee?
Mm,
Is he from
HKM. Okay.
Came home.
Hare
So
Krishna.
for us to get into our connection, you need our devotees, no? HKM is not associated with us so much, so I wouldn't know. They wouldn't recommend them to me anyway, so I think it would be a little difficult. So you get in touch with our ISKM devotees, then I'm sure then you can get connected to our line, Yes, very good. So you try to connect to our devotees, somebody in there in Jodhpur who is an ISKM
I think
devotee
he's in US right now. Ulysses.
is in US.
Yeah.
Is not in US number 91, that's Indian number, no?
Is it Ulysses?
You try to contact or the devotees will contact you, whoever is close to you, and you can also get association with our devotees, and then that way you can get initiated by our ISKM method of initiation. Any other questions? Anybody got anything else? You can always unmute yourself and ask if you want to ask. You don't have to type the thing, huh? Right, looks like everybody is okay today. Looks nobody is have any questions, huh? Hello?
Anandani Mataji had a question, but then she is around, so
Oh, what's the question?
just read out. So, why does Krishna allow bad people like Chatila, Abhimanyu with Radharani? Are they in Golak Vrindavan too? Are they devotees as well?
What that again?
So why does Krishna allow bad people? I mean, I don't know why they're bad people. Like Jatila, Abhimanyu with Radharani. Are they in Golak Vrindavan too? Are they devotees as well?
I don't think they're bad people. They all are there to assist in Krishna's pastime, you know.
Yeah. NOD 47. After seeing Krishna, Jatila, they claim.
Yeah, after you see, Jatila is playing the role to
Yeah.
enhance the devotion towards Krishna.
Yeah.
Then, so if you are bad, how you can go to the spiritual world? You can't go there. You understand? Hmm? So the whole thing is to enhance their devotion, because unless Jatila does that, how she will become more closer to yanking for Krishna's association, right? Understand? And then she also get nervous whenever Jatila is there. She may be putting a lot of hindrance for her to go to Krishna, that enhance her devotion more to Krishna, you know? You understand? So we have to see in that manner rather than seeing her as an enemy, you know? Hmm?
Yep.
Yes? So therefore, everybody is there doing their service to enhance their devotion. Just like Yasoda, she is doing direct service, and this so many other devotees. So here Radharani, she has got so many problems because her husband, she is married to her husband, and she cannot openly advertise that she is loving Krishna. So here everyone is told to openly love Krishna, but she cannot do that. And without all this difficulty, she has to love Krishna. So that is showing her devotion to Krishna, how she is so much devoted to Krishna. You understand? So this is the process that Krishna set up to enhance his devotees' love for him. Hmm? Whatever it is set up by Krishna, correct? Nobody can do anything there without his sanction. Yes? Yes or not?
Yep.
Mm. So that is the idea. You have to learn how to see like that. Some of the devotees, they like particular devotee, and they may not like the other gopis. You know, they may like only Radharani, but they don't like the other gopis because they see them as opposition to Radharani. So like that, there are also different moods of the devotees. But it's all in transcendental plane, you know. There's not like a material plane where you have enmity and this and that. You know. The transcendental plane, it's on a different issue. Yes. Anybody want to add anything?
Bhavishya Prabhu has raised his hand. He
Hmm?
wants to. Bhavishya Trivedi. Bhavishya Prabhu.
Bhavishya Trivedi. He has
Hare
raised.
Krishna Prabhu.
Yeah. What's your question?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances to all
Hmm.
Prabhupada.
Yes.
Prabhuji, I'm actually a student. I am currently giving my exams, and I have one doubt related. Means if we manifest in material world, does it work here also? Like manifestation works in material world also, or is it only for the spiritual world?
What? Who manifested? What? I don't
We
understand.
manifest
Huh?
by our heart. If we manifest, I want Krishna by our heart, then does it work really? Or if it works, so if it also works in material world, right?
Krishna manifests in the spiritual world. Does he manifest in the material world also? Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Krishna is always manifesting all his activities in both spiritual and material world. You understand? God, for him, Maya is not there. Maya is not, he's not affected by Maya. You understand? So when he comes here, he does his lila to help the devotees to understand or save the devotees. So that is all his pastimes, you know.
Yeah.
You understand? So he is beyond all this material thing that we are going through. We are subject to the modes of material nature. He is the controller of the modes of material nature. We are working under her direction, whereas Maya works under his direction. They're two different things. Understand? Huh? You follow?
Yes.
We are
The
we are affected by Maya, but he is not. Yeah.
the only way we can penetrate Maya is just by surrendering, right? There is
But
no other way to penetrate Maya. We have to surrender to Krishna, right?
know that all states of being, be they of goodness, passion, or ignorance, are manifested by my energy. I am in one sense everything, but I am independent. I am not under the modes of material nature, for they, on the contrary, are within me. You understand? Huh? So Krishna is beyond Maya. Maya works under his direction. You understand this point? Hmm?
Yes. Prabhuji.
But by the three modes, goodness, passion, and ignorance, the whole world does not know me, who am above the modes and inexhaustible. So that's the position of God, Krishna, you know. Huh? He is not under, under the control of Maya. On the contrary, Maya is under his control. Huh? You understand? Hmm?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So here again another verse. Namam karmani limpante name karma phalesh priha itimam yo bijananti karma birnasas bhajyate. There is no work that affects me, nor do I aspire for the fruits of action. One who understands this truth about me, who also does not become entangled in the fruitive reaction of work. So Maya cannot affect Krishna. You understand? Huh? So when he comes here, he performs. That's why it is called Leela. You know, when Krishna comes, he does Leela. But we are not doing leelas, no, we are entangled, you know. Eh? Arihe nirguna sakchat purusha prakritehe paraha sa sarvadra kupadrasta tam bhajan nirguno bhavat. Lord Hari, however, has no connection with the material modes. He is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the all-seeing, eternal witness who is transcendental to material nature. One who worships him becomes similarly free from material modes. So that is the understanding. That's why Krishna come to do his pastimes, you know, called Leela, Nitya Leela. Whereas we are not doing pastimes, we are here entangled. A two different things. Hmm? So Krishna manifests his material pastime, his spiritual pastime in the material world, and he also does the same pastime in the spiritual world, or in different universes. The same pastime is going on, the same killing of Putana and Kamsa, and it's all going on eternally, all his pastimes. That's why it's called Nitya Lila. You understand? Of course, in the spiritual world, there is no killing. Killings are only done in the material world. In the spiritual world, the devotees don't forget the pastime because they remember them. It ever fresh in their memory. Krishna killing Putana and this Kamsa and Bakasura and Agasura and all these things, all are there. That's why it's also said that before you go to the spiritual world, you go to the material universe where Krishna is doing his pastimes. That last birth, you see all the pastimes, and then you are taken to the spiritual world, so that you will remember all these pastimes. That's way of Krishna is trying to educate us in that way, so we will know all these manifested activities of Krishna. Hmm?
Actually, I remember one pastime of Ajamer where he was devotee and then he fall into Maya, and then when his death was near, then he called his son. Sorry, he called his son Narayana, and then he went to means heavenly planet. Of Ajamer, the story of Ajamer, right?
Not a pastime, that is a historical story,
Yeah, means pastime of Ajamer. I'm saying.
No, you can't call it pastime of Ajamila. Living entities don't do pastimes. Pastimes are only done by Krishna. You follow? Huh? So living entities are going through their karma. Yeah? So they are, because Ajamil is a conditioned soul, so he was put into that position. And somehow or other, his story is used to educate us how by chanting you get, a lot of benefits. That's all.
Even though he was fallen into Maya, then why did he went to heaven? And it's like it just to set the example, like if even if we
Yes.
chant at our death, then also we went to like, and
This is all done by Krishna to educate us, no? Unless there's an Ajamil who chanted at the time of death, then we all are telling you must chant Hare Krishna, but how to chant and go back, there must be some example, no? Yes?
yes, you are, yeah.
We hear this and then we will get inspired. Oh, Ajamil went back by chanting. I also will chant. You understand?
Yes, yes.
If
We won't do that.
there's no example, then who to follow?
Yes,
Huh? Who to follow? Correct? So the Lord sets up all these things, so that for us to learn. Otherwise, how we can learn? We cannot learn nothing, no? Correct? Yes or not?
yes,
Huh?
yes.
So this is how, Krishna does his whole activity of helping conditioned souls. Hmm?
Yeah, yeah.
So this is the problem. We have to hear all this active. For example, if you just say God is great, but you don't know how God is great, then how you will know His greatness? Correct? Huh?
Yeah, of course.
So unless you know the greatness of God, how you going to surrender? You cannot surrender. Hmm? So the Lord comes to perform his pastimes with his devotees. So to know, he lifted up Govardhan hill with a little finger, for 7 days. Then you see how great he is. Correct? Yes?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
No. So this is how we also develop our faith.
The people living in Vrindavan, they don't accept Krishna as God due to excess of love. They were still holding their sticks under the Vrindavan to support him. Like, it was just too funny to see that they were take means they sticking where the sticks, all the sticks under the Vrindavan.
Yeah, Krishna, does this pastime. In fact, he said, that I am, see what he says here in this verse, huh?
They don't accept because of excess of love, and we don't accept that because of lack of love. Like we don't accept others are don't accept that. The lack of love.
Krishna, he's saying this verse that he wanted to leave, so he was meditating on the ending of his pastimes. So he said this, So here in this verse, you see, the Supreme Personality of Godhead is the reservoir of all beauty. All beautiful things emanate from Him. And His personal form is so attractive that He steals the eyes away from all other objects, which then seem devoid of beauty in comparison to Him. When Lord Krishna on the earth, He attracted the eyes of all people. When Krishna spoke, his words attracted the minds of all who remembered them. By seeing the footsteps of Lord Krishna, people became attracted to him, and thus they wanted to offer their bodily activities to the Lord as his followers. In this way, Krishna very easily spread his glories, which are sung throughout the world by the most sublime and essential Vedic verses. Lord Krishna considered that simply by hearing and chanting those glories, conditioned souls uh, born in the future would cross beyond the darkness of ignorance. When satisfied with his arrangement, he left for his desired destination. So you see, Lord Krishna considered simply by hearing and chanting those glories, conditioned soul born in the future would cross beyond the darkness of ignorance. When satisfied with his arrangement, he left for his desired destination. So you see how Krishna, he comes to do many things, It's not that he comes to do one thing, One activity, many things are going on. So his pastimes are very wonderful that in the future so many souls are going to come, and if they hear them, they also going to get purified. Huh? Unless there is some kind of activity by the Lord, how any conditioned soul will have faith in him? Hmm?
Yeah, Prabhu.
Understand? That is his idea. Krishna, is also thinking about all the souls who are coming in the future. How they're going to get purified? Who is going to purify? Huh?
Yeah, right.
Hmm? You understand? This is how God, He is not some ordinary person. No, He is God. No. So unless we all develop attraction for Him, how are we going to go out of this material world? Huh? Right?
Yeah.
You understand? It's going to be difficult to show causeless mercy to the devotees who take birth in the future. In this age of Kali, the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna acted in such a way that simply by remembering him, one will be freed from all the lamentation and unhappiness of material existence. In other words, he acted so that all future devotees, by accepting the instruction of Krishna consciousness stated in the Bhagavad Gita, would be relieved from the pangs of material existence. You understand? So this is the idea of God, He is so merciful. So how to remember him? Unless he does something, then it's easy to remember. For example, we
Yeah.
are chanting the Damodar prayer, so because his Damodar pastime is so attractive, so
Yeah.
anyone remember that they also become Krishna conscious. So unless
Mm.
pastimes of the Lord, it's difficult for us to fix our mind.
Yeah.
Understand? Hmm?
Very well explained. Yeah.
Yes. So all these activities, that's why Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, anyone who knows, no, all my birth and activities will not have to come back, no? Yes.
Yeah.
In the Bhagavad Gita, Prabhupada quoted this verse many times. Janma karma cha mi divyam evam yo veti tattvataha tyaktva deham punar janma Neti mamiti sojuna. One who knows the transcendental nature, see that? One who knows the transcendental nature of my appearance and activity does not, upon leaving the body, take his birth again in the material world, but attains my eternal abode, O Arjuna. So this is why we have to hear these pastimes of Krishna.
Yep.
You understand? This is very powerful by hearing his pastimes and activities or chanting his name and everything is the only way to come out of this problem that we have now got stuck. There's no other way for that, you know. Of course, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu made it easy. You chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Very quickly you can get out.
Yeah. I have did that and I actually get out of the problem.
What?
Means I have chanted one day before my exams and I think I have get up to the problem. I was means uh, I attended many sessions in Pune. There are they in India. They means in India we have a state Maharashtra in there, a city called Pune. We means organize many programs near our society and my all devotee friends. They tells us about the Vedic knowledge about, and then they try to and at the end they means chant the Hare Krishna verse and then they give them a prasadam and then we live like we have organized programs such programs and then due to it I wasn't able to study for my exam so one day before it I means did the study time and then I got pass out of the exam.
Very good. Now you where which part of India you come from?
In Maharashtra,
Which city?
Pune.
You write down your name and number, huh? And contact details, and I'm sure the devotees will get back to you. There are so many devotees all over the India, and if you can, leave your contact details, they will surely.
Yeah, I have some of them like Himanshu Prabhu and Advaita Prabhu in the and Sami Prabhu. I have their contacts.
Oh, very good. So you keep in touch with them, huh? And then can come for your all these programs. I'm sure you will get very much inspired. Hmm? Yes.
Yeah, of course.
So the regularly hearing and chanting, then all dirty things in our heart will become cleaned up. Huh?
Yeah, I feel I have more control on my senses, like because of the surrendering to Krishna.
You,
I
you
control and I'm being less angry about things.
what?
First I used to like and get angry at everything. Even once told me, means I used to be a lot disturbed, but now after surrendering it, I feel I am quite strong to control my senses. All the ball.
So good. You keep chanting, and I'm sure you will make a lot of progress. Huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, sure.
So you carry on chanting, and I'm sure Krishna and Prabhupada will bless you more and more.
Yeah, their Prabhupada is already blessing me with their books, their holy books, and I have listened their means morning walks they do, right? I have listened them all the
You keep in touch, Prabhupada. You listen to his classes, and if you can keep touch with the devotees, I'm sure it will help you a lot. Huh?
yes, Prabhuji.
Anything else?
No,
Anybody?
no.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, please accept my obeisance on Vishnu Prabhupada.
Who's this?
Subramanian Prabhu.
So there's a boy in Bangalore. You can get to him.
Yes, Prabhu. I saw. Yeah, I will get to that, Prabhu.
Yeah, you
Yes,
keep
Prabhu.
help
Yes,
him
Prabhu.
to keep association with ISKM devotees, and maybe you can help. Huh?
Yes, Prabhu. Surely. Also, actually, Prabhu, I have one particular question. Actually, I wanted to ask that in general, what I have observed is in ISKM, we are known for quoting shastras because especially we come to this class or any class. In fact, the thing that attracted me also to ISKM is that there is always quote, there is all classes are foolproof, which means it cannot lie about this statement whether it is in Shastra or not. So there's like foolproof class. But what I wanted to know is, Prabhu, certain aspects which we practice in our daily life. Suppose, for example, now I am in Pondicherry temple, and certain things which we may practice in daily life, it may not necessarily be in Shastra, but from a practical point of view, it is seemingly correct. Now that we may consult our Shiksha gurus, and they will assist us in that aspect, like what is very practical. Even if whether there is a statement in Shastra or not, we may not know, but practically it seems viable to follow that way. Now, what about those statements? Like it may not necessarily be in Shastra, but then practically it's seemingly correct. And also there's actually a controversy. Like there are some, of course, this is it's just simply there from their point of view, they're just blaspheming. But still, like as an answer, as a common answer, like a declaration to those people who are like this, they say that washing the feet of senior devotees is like, what is that, like you should not do that, you should wash only pure devotees. I mean, they are being very overly fanatical. Like, what is our answer to such people? And also this the other question that I asked, Prabhu, if you can just enlighten on that, it will be very helpful.
See, you have to go and stay with the spiritual master, right?
Yes,
That is
Prabhu.
what instruction. And you have to learn how to give everything to the spiritual master,
Yes.
and you have to learn how to serve him and so many things, right? For example, you have to brush your teeth. But that is understood, no? Correct? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? You go to the toilet, you have to take bath. You understand?
Yes.
Most people don't know all these basic hygiene methods, correct? So they stated broadly in the script that you must go and associate with the guru, and learn how to serve him. Yeah? You understand?
Yes.
So
Yes. Yes.
the details of that you have to learn from a devotee.
Yes, Prabhu.
You understand? That's why association is important. Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
So every little thing you want to write is difficult. You just broadly say, no. You see, like here. So you see, accepting the bona fide spiritual master as one's life and soul and worshipable deity, the disciple should learn from him the process of pure devotional service. So to learn from him pure devotional service is very broad, no? Right?
Yes, Prabhu.
The Supreme Personality regarded Hari, the soul of soul, is inclined to give himself to his pure devotee. Therefore, disciples should learn from the spiritual how to serve the Lord without duplicity in such faithful and favorable way that the Supreme Lord, being satisfied, will offer himself to the faithful disciple. You follow? Huh? So
Yes,
this is
Prabhu.
a broad statement. How to practice that we have to learn from the Guru. Huh? Right?
Yes, Prabhu.
The disciple, a sincere disciple, should learn to dissociate their mind from everything material and positively cultivate association with the spiritual master and other saintly devotees. He should be merciful to those in an inferior position to him, cultivate friendship with those on equal level, and meekly serve those in a higher spiritual position. Thus, he should learn how to deal properly with all living beings. Huh? Understand?
Yes, Prabhu.
So the statement is very broad. It is not that it's not in the scriptures, but it is there. But how the details that you have to learn from the Guru. For example, he said you should brush your teeth. You mean to say we should write everything? This is how you should brush. Take the brush in your right hand and hold it toward your mouth and scrub. You have to write all this down?
No,
Actually,
no.
this is one argument by other religion people, Prabhu.
What? I mean, this is stupid argument, no? Correct? Yes or not? Huh?
Our religion mentioned about how to drink water. Also, our religion mentioned about this, that, and all. Your book is not full complete like that and all. Also, some people said sometime back. I heard,
Yeah,
but
that's
of course,
tell him to do. Don't forget to chant Hare Krishna, you tell him. That's most important. How to drink water, how to do this and all that. But you forget to chant, then what is the use? Huh?
yes, Prabhu.
Yes or not? So we have to be practical, That's why there are Shiksha Gurus and Diksha Gurus, correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
Be guided. Otherwise, how you go and that's why we recommend devotees to come and stay in the temple. Now, see, you are doing so many things at home, huh? But when you
Yeah.
go to the temple, you learn many things, right?
Oh, yes, absolutely, Prabhu. It's a totally different experience.
Why you didn't get the experience sitting at home?
Yeah, I see.
Understand?
Yes, Prabhu.
This is why practical thing also is there. Not that
Yeah.
speculate and try to, figure out and all that. It's not going to work, no. Right?
Hmm. Yes, Prabhu.
We have to have association.
Yeah.
Proper set up temples for fun. Huh? For fun. Proper set up temple for fun, right? Why? Because
No.
the association of devotees should be there. So devotees learn. Prabhupada said at one point, stop making devotees. Train them up, Huh? Correct?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
And see, there are many things that a person should learn in the temple. That is his very broad statement.
Yes.
You see? Says here, Narada says, Brahmachari Gurukule Vasandanto Guruhitam Acharan Dasavan Nicho Guru Sudridha Sauridaha. A student, Narada Muni said, a student should practice completely controlling his senses. He should be submissive and should have an attitude of firm friendship for the spiritual master with a great vow. The Brahmachari should live at the Gurukul only for the benefit of the Guru. So how to do this unless you go and stay with the Guru, how you will learn?
Yes.
Yes?
This one point you had often mentioned, Prabhu. I remember you had once said, Brahmachari Gurukule, not Vitukule. I
At
remember you had mentioned this.
day and night, namely in the morning and the evening, you should be fully absorbed in thoughts of the spiritual master, the fire, the sun god, Lord Vishnu, and by chanting Gayatri mantra, you should worship them. How to chant Gayatri mantra, you won't know unless somebody show you. Yeah?
Yes, Prabhu.
Understand? So everything you need, some personal guidance. They're not saying no, but not that the Shastra has to spell out every little move, no. See, when called by the spiritual master, the student should study the Vedic mantras regularly. How to study this mantra? You have to correct you. Don't chant like this, chant like this. Huh? Understand? How to pay obeisance? How you going to learn that by sitting at home? Huh? He says pay obeisance. How to do that? You have to learn, no? Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
So every detail, is not practical. He just says, broadly. But the practical thing you have to learn, no? Correct?
Yes.
So, yeah, you should carry pure kusa grass in that. But whether that's practical, you should dress regularly with a belt of straw and deer skin. I don't think if you run around with a deer skin, they will be, you will be doing good, Correct? You probably get arrested. What are you doing with the deer skin? Huh?
Yes, it's not practical.
So therefore, how to do it practically, you have to learn from the spiritual master, no? Yes?
Yes.
So the guy saying in his scriptures is learning all kind of everything. Maybe because his scripture is dealing with people who are not much intelligent, no? Yeah?
Yeah.
Just like Jesus Christ, he wanted to tell everybody you must wash the feet of a pure devotee. But how did he do it? He went and started washing the feet of these guys. So now they all think that the Pope, the big guy, he must wash the feet of this little guy. Where's this philosophy? He needed to educate them, but they took it the other way around. You go to a house of somebody and then the householder, you have to wash his feet. Can
No.
So that's how they're doing in the West, because they don't understand. Nobody to show example. You understand? Yeah?
Yes. Yes, Prabhu.
This is how, like Prabhupada. Prabhupada went to the West and he brought the whole culture there. Correct? He trained up everybody single-handedly. He teach
Yeah.
everything. Hmm?
Yes.
Not just say you read the books and that's it, no? Right? Ah.
Mhm.
So this is how it is, no? Correct? Personal training must be there, no?
Yes, Prabhu.
You understand? Hmm?
Yes. So, Prabhu, what is your answer to those people who criticize? I mean, in general, they say they criticize. Of course, we don't need to give them an answer, but still, like just a declaration. Like, for what about those people who criticize that, saying, you should not wash feet of scenery because they have some pictures of somebody washing your feet. I'm just putting it out in open because they have people criticize you because they somebody washed your feet, and then they say you should not do that and that and this, and you should wash feet of only pure devotee. I mean, it's all fanatical. So what is your answer to them, Prabhu?
So let them be fanatical. Yeah? I have no
Yeah.
say. If somebody invite me and he want to wash my feet, I say, okay. There's a duty of sadhus who going to anybody's house. They will want to wash the feet. Huh?
Yeah.
Yes or not? Did I
Yes, yes, yes.
you better wash my feet? Did I say like that? Huh?
No,
It says,
never.
there's a verse. It says that if the saintly people come and if you don't wash the feet, then it's a big offense. Huh?
Ah,
Understand?
okay, this is
The
a
verse is
slap on the face.
verse. Hmm? I think it is 4:22. I think. Let me see. Let me check. So you can see in the whole Bhagavatam, anybody comes, they wash. Huh? Any saintly person come to your house, this is the standard treatment now, how to receive them. See here, these verses are all there. I mean, you can show them these verses. This guy, is he reading Bhagavatam? Hmm? A person who is not very rich and is attached to family life becomes highly glorified when saintly persons are present in his home. The master and servants who are engaged in offering exalted visitors water, a sitting place, and paraphernalia for reception are glorified, and the home itself is also glorified. So you see here. On the contrary, even though full of all opulence and material prosperity, any householder house where the devotee of the Lord are never allowed to come in, and there is no water for washing their feet, is to be considered a tree in which all venomous serpents live.
Wow.
Huh? Hello?
Yeah.
What
This is a
listen to these people, I should so follow the scriptures. Does here say, where devotees of the Lord? Does it say here pure devotees? Huh? Hello?
yeah. This is an amazing verse, Prabhu.
So this is standard regulation. When someone come to your house, if suppose it's a sadhu, these are standard etiquette that you should do.
Yes.
Even Lord Krishna does that. Huh?
Yeah.
Listen. And if you don't do it, you are actually living in a house with all venomous serpent. Hello?
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm?
Yeah.
They're not
This
just,
is
you see application. So when somebody washes the feet, so of course I'm not a saintly person. I'm some kind of dog, is it? Huh?
No, I mean, of course, they are blasphemous, Prabhu. So, like, there's no point in answering them. But then, like, this cements our understanding. This is amazing. Thank you so much, Prabhu. This is nectar.
Oh. Envious. If you are envious, then everything you will be envious of. I go to Bangladesh, the guy put me a garland, they wash my feet. Oh, see, he's playing the role of guru. Yes, I'm a guru. I'm giving you instruction. Why I'm not a guru? Huh? What, I'm a dog or what? Huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
So all you
Yeah.
40 people here listening, you're listening to a dog speaking, is it?
No, not at all, Prabhu.
So
Not at all.
you should defend. Huh? How is
Yes.
I'm not sanely? I'm speaking sanely matters, so I'm not sanely. Hmm?
Ah.
Correct?
So, Prabhu, I mean, what kind of a gem we have got, those people don't understand. Yeah, venomous snakes they are.
Hmm? So this is how you should defend. Then you quote the verse. You see here?
Yeah, now I note this verse, Prabhu.
Hmm.
Thank you so much for this verse. It is amazing.
Hmm. So these people are not reading. That's the problem. Hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, because you don't follow, you don't respect, then you become envious. I quote
Yeah.
just recently, that anyone who just worship Govinda but envious of his devotees, then
Yeah.
he becomes proud, no? Yes?
Yes. Yes.
Yes or not?
Yes, Prabhu.
Huh?
Yes.
I quoted it some days ago, Govinda.
Yeah. Archayitva tu Govindam Tadiyan.
11:3
It
to
was something like that, right?
Archayitva tu Govindam Tadiyam na rachayatu yaha na sa bhagavato gyayam kevalam dambikaha smrita. One, this dambika, pride, false ego.
Yes, Prabhu.
One who performs worship of Lord Govinda but fails to worship his devotee should be understood to be not a devotee of the Lord, but simply a victim of false pride. See that? Huh?
Yes.
Right? Fail to worship his devotees. Of course, the devotees don't demand, but it's a duty. Why and prayers to our spiritual master? It is a must. Understand?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
So it is says in the CC Adi Lila, the Shiksha Guru and Diksha Guru are same level. You cannot try to see Shiksha Guru as as somebody lower. Hmm?
Yes. Absolutely.
Hmm. So all these
Absolutely.
functions are there. Not that I'm demanding that, hey, you better worship me when I come. Huh?
No. Yeah. I understand.
That is nonsense. There are always
Yeah.
going to be people like that because they are very envious. What to do? Huh?
Absolutely.
So too bad, Next time I come, you please bring butter, yogurt, ghee, everything. Huh? Let them see
Oh
and
yes, please come, Prabhu. Please come to Pondicherry.
see
We will arrange everything.
with these guys. Let them burn with it. I understand. I'm
Yes, Prabhu.
stupid, Instead of going to the sadhu and worshipping them to get some benefit, the guy is criticizing. But
Yeah.
because in their eyes, they cannot understand who is to be worshipped and who is not to be worshipped. You understand?
Yes.
So, okay, anything else for the matter?
Dandot Pranam Jai Shri Prabhupada.
He got
Prabhu, this is Satyam.
there's a question. What is his name? Dimitri, Doesn't matter. Instead of great garment, if you take saffron, what so you should accept injunction. Although such useless emotion or change that by activities offered to me without the personal motive, even if they are extremely useless, amount to the actual process of religion. So yeah, he's quoted 2 verses. Huh? So you try to apply all this knowledge. I'm sure it'll be giving you a lot of inspiration.
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm? So, got anything else to add before we say goodbye to all of you? Thank you.
This one question.
Is that
Oh wait, Satyam Prabhu, he has a question.
who?
Satyam Prabhu.
Prabhu,
Will
this is Satyam.
What's your question?
Prabhu, actually, some means when we come to like temple and like when we start thinking of becoming full-time and devotees encourage us, then this attack of Maya becomes even stronger and like attachment to the family starts. I don't know, but it starts becoming stronger many times, and many times the childhood days we start remembering the childhood days. So how to cut our attachments with family? Because in my case, it is becoming even more as the days of becoming full time is coming closer. So
when you make that decision, then all this Maya will go away from your mind. Before you make the decision and do it, then Maya will always be giving you all this kind of crazy, emotional, so-called sentimental disturbance. You understand? So the moment you surrender and you just go on, then no more. What more to do? Maya will not disturb you anymore. Understand?
yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
Make that decision. This is how your mind will play. Oh, your mother, how you can leave her, your brothers and sisters, they are so dear. So all these thoughts will. But then you have to have good association to tell you the real father, real mother is Krishna, and by serving Krishna, you are also going to save all your mother, father, everybody back home, back to Godhead. That is real love. Correct?
Yes,
You
Prabhu.
can serve them, but you're not going anywhere with them. Correct? But if you
Yes, Prabhu.
Krishna also say, you come to me, and if you serve Krishna, then they all go back. Huh? Not only 21 generations. Not only that, your previous life, who have been your father, mother, wife, children, all go back by you taking up the process.
Yes, Prabhu.
Huh? So which is better? Just your one mother and father, or so many mothers and fathers and wives and children and who knows, correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
Right or not?
Hmm.
And Krishna becomes very happy with a person who does that.
Yes, Prabhu.
Right or not? Our whole idea is to please Krishna. Because this mother and father will die, then whose mother and father? Which mother and father? So many mothers and father we had. Who is the real mother and father? Huh?
Yes, Prabhu.
Correct?
Yes,
Yes?
Prabhu.
So you should think like that, And Krishna becomes so pleased that he will take care of it. So what's the law? How much you taking care and Krishna taking care? Is there a difference? Huh? Who can take better care of your mother, father?
Yeah, Krishna can take.
And Krishna promised, my devotee will never perish. In fact, my devotee is very dear to me. Not only that, devotee of my devotee also very dear. Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
So because you don't hear all these things, then your mind fluctuates, That's the nature of the mind. The mind is always making a disturbance. That's the nature. But if you understand how Krishna is inviting you to come, if Krishna say yes, then who else is to stop you?
Yes, Prabhu.
Oh, Krishna is the topmost person, Prabhu. Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
Mm. So we should meditate like this, You understand? Huh?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
Ready to go now?
Prabhu?
Are you ready to go and become full-time now?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu. Actually, currently also I am in the temple only. For 8 days I have come.
So don't go back.
And currently Subramanian Prabhu and me, we are...
Don't go back home. Finish. Tell your parents I'm not coming back. Finish. Yes. You found the real home.
Definitely.
Understand?
Honestly, Prabhu, we don't. Whenever we come to temple, we don't feel like going at all. Yes, we feel like just want to stay here.
So you tell your mother and father I'm not coming back. Finish.
I'm just considering, Prabhu, like there's another 4 months to complete my degree. I just finish it off, give it to them, and then come off. That's all. Yes, so we have planned to join together, three of us.
Very good. Join together and deliver the world.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. All by your mercy, Prabhu.
I don't
Your
know.
instructions. And...
Okay, all glories to all of you. All glories to Prabhupada. No? Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.